Hi everyone, Stebin here, and today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. On the Facebook group Short-Circuited Olympians that I'm admin of, we had a little bit of a show your mat off day kind of thing, and because I actually have quite a few mats, I decided let's make a video of it rather than flood the group with a bunch of pictures. So to start off with the small mats, the ones you get relatively easily, we have one battle pack mat, which it looks pretty good, but I'm not really too big a fan of its design. And two Yugi mats, which I showed in my binder video. Still trying to get rid of these. Some of these mats I'll be willing to trade off. Feel free to make offers, I guess, but don't expect me to trade too many off. I'll just put it that way. But again, feel free to offer. Now, done with the smaller mats, this is my one and only Magic the Gathering mat. It has point counters down here, which I really like. That's one of the reasons I actually wanted to pick it up. I like little features like this where you can just easily keep track of your life points or something like that. And of course it has all the mana in the game, white, blue, black, red, and green. I was trying to get into Magic for a little bit, but it just didn't go through, but I still really like this mat. Now, I like to express my fandom in several different ways, such as collecting and all that, and this pony mat really caught my eye. Yeah, I do like the show, I like My Little Pony, as you actually saw in one of my openings, if you saw that. What I really like about this mat is that they each have kind of a glow effect to them, and the black background really does complement them. Plus, I love Fluttershy so much. Okay, now on to the custom mats. Well, some of them have been custom already, but my Charmer mat. This is actually a mat that I kind of grown to like, but I actually may be trading off to a friend. What I really like about this mat is the borders where all the around all the Charmers. I don't know if you can see here, but around Area, there are some bubbles and water motifs to go with her element, obviously, along with I forget his name. I'm not that good with my Charmers, but I do really like how this mat looks. But each one of them has a motif to their element around the borders. Now, on to my obligatory, provocative Dark Magician Girl mat. I'm not really a fan of card spaces on mats at all, like as you can see here, but the colors really did outweigh the card spaces. They're not really that noticeable, and it's Dark Magician Girl. I don't know one fan of this game that doesn't like the Dark Magician Girl. Moving on, we have my X-Saber mat. Yes, a little more badass. Yeah, I actually kind of bought this mat because I lost a bid for one of them, and this one was just ending, and I decided to throw a offer in, and I got it. I actually kind of got it also because I have a deck profile for this coming for you in a little bit, and, well, what better to do it on, right? Let's get this out of the way. One card that I don't often talk about that I really do love is Guardian Eatos. In fact, there's going to be a deck profile for her too, coming up with this mat, of course. Again, not a fan of the card spaces, like the Magic and Trap card zone, the monster zones, and especially not the 5Ds logo as well. I'm not really fans of mats like this, but it was the black and white effects that really got me and sold me. The very small features like the stars here, you probably can't see it on camera, but there are actually little stars here that I really like, and the butterflies too. Little quirks like that really get me to enjoy mats, and this one is definitely one of my favorites. On to one of my other favorites, Maximilian Pegasus. This was one of the mats that I originally sought out to get, and I finally got it. One thing I really love about this mat is that Pegasus looks so much more human, well, I guess has a much more humanistic design rather than the show iteration of him. You can kind of see the the Millennium Eye right here if you look closely, but I doubt you can see it. One thing I do love about this mat is the coloring choice of a lot of purple. It really does complement the Toon monsters, and even though Blue Eye's Toon Dragon is cut off right here, it does look really good. And Pegasus is one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh characters of all time. Well, that ends the custom mats. Now on to some, well, 3 mats left. The Neo Daedalus and Infernal Flame Emperor. Yes, this mat. I like the basic conflict of blue and, oh, not blue, water and fire sort of motif going on here. Again, not really a fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh logos on mats. Well, depending on where they are. But, I think this mat does look pretty cool, but it might be one of the ones I trade first out of any of these. So, if you want it. Now, I love all my mats, but this one I especially love because this is probably the only exception to Yu-Gi-Oh mats with card zones that I really like. This actually is one of the original regional mats, if I'm not mistaken. It was made during the Upper Deck era, as you can kind of see by that logo in the corner. Like when Upper Deck produced the cards, I guess. Admittedly, I bought this off Cyberknight, but this mat is definitely one of my favorites to play with. It just looks so good. Now, for my final mat, contrary to all the others that I showed, this is my original mat. This is the first mat I ever got, and I kind of tried to get into card alterations a while back, and I kind of ended up using this as sort of a test zone for my markers and all that fun stuff. I kind of drew a very bad Lloyd right there. Bad singing. I'm not the best when it comes to drawing, as you might be able to see. I call it my art station. Has my dual network name here, Escapist RxDX. You can kind of see that. Yeah. This mat I especially like because, well, it was my first, and though I don't really continue with card alterations that much, it still would be the only mat I do any card alterations on. Well, that ends my mat video, my collection video. I'll probably have to do an update to this at one point because I'm always trading for mats, looking for new mats, maybe selling mats, if anyone's interested. Well, I guess that ends the video, and I will see you all in the near future with new deck profiles. Take care.